Greetings, everyone. Brad here with Mild-Mannered EDC. A couple of weeks ago, I put out a post to my subscribers saying, hey, would you like to see sort of what I'm carrying in my pocket on a daily basis? Now, I know a number of channels do this already, and I, to be honest with you, wasn't super excited about just kind of copying what other people are doing, just to be honest with you. So it wasn't huge, but I thought it would also be kind of a fun way to connect with folks. And so, I wanted to throw it out there. And I got most people saying yes, a few people said no. But my buddy JD said to me, why don't you do it? But don't do it in the terms of just, here's what I've got today. Talk about it in terms of sort of why you're carrying what you're carrying. So sort of the why component of what's in my EDC. So I thought that was a good idea. So I thought I'd go ahead and give it a try. So that's what this is. So if you're new to the channel, or if you're just finding this on YouTube, normally we do reviews of various gear on this channel. But this is something new we're trying. So if you're already here and subscribed, thanks so much. But if you are new, give me a subscribe. I think it'd be great to have you here, and we're kind of a fun little mild-mannered community here. So if you like this when we're done, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. That's fine too. Just gives me a better sense of what you guys like, what you don't like, and if it's something I should continue or not. And if you don't want to continue it, then we won't. So anyways, so let's go ahead and get kind of started into what I've got today. So always part of my EDC, almost always, is a watch on my wrist. And today I've got the Casio Wave Scepter. Of course, the time covers up the Casio. But it is the Casio Wave Scepter. This is a radio-controlled clock, so, it resets every day using the atomic time, and yeah, so it's great. So it's always really accurate and fantastic. It's super lightweight. It doesn't actually, I think it actually looks pretty good just in daily carry and wear. So it's one I really actually like wearing quite a bit, especially when I'm just palling around the house, which I'm doing today for the most part. So the gear you're going to see today, and the reasons I chose a lot of this gear is because I am generally just staying around the house today. But this particular watch is both analog and digital, as you can see there, Monday the 14th. But it's got some other functions, alarms and other things that make this handy for timers for during the day when I'm helping my kids with their school stuff, which is all virtual, right? Because we're indoors because of COVID. We're also here on the West Coast, and we're sucked in with smoke at the moment. So anyways, it's just a handy watch to have for those purposes. So that's what I've got on the wrist today. Knife in the pocket. I've got the Finch Knives Runtley. I love this little knife. This was provided to me by Finch, so I want to be clear and upfront on that. I haven't done a review on this yet, but I wasn't sure if I was going to be honest with you. I know a lot of folks have already reviewed this. If it's something you'd like to see me review or like to hear my thoughts on, put it down in the comments, and I'll be sure to kind of do as you wish. But I know there's a lot of great reviews out there already, so I didn't feel the need to clutter up the space. But there you go. But yeah, I really like the Runtley. More importantly, I just kind of like Finch. I like what Finch is doing. I like their sort of style. I think it fits really well with sort of what I'm doing here on the Mild Mannered channel. So it just feels like a brand that I can, that I like supporting. And the people there are really cool. They're just nice people to work with and deal with. And their knives are pretty darn good. A little on the pricey side, but they're good. So there you go. Runtley in the pocket today. And pen. Always carrying a pen. Now, I do have to do a couple trips to the post office. Well, a trip to the post office today because I'm backed up on all kinds of stuff. So I do want to carry a pen. And during COVID times, folks, carry your own pen. Don't be using those pens that are all nasty and in the little cups everywhere that everybody, even if it's not COVID time, those things are just germs. So, and maybe I'm just a bit of a germaphobe. But anyways, so this is the Karas pen Galaxy XL. I love this pen. It's aluminum. It's super lightweight. Writes really well, just standard ballpoint. It's just a great in the pocket pen because it's a normal size kind of pen, but it's just really, really light because it's aluminum. It doesn't post all that well. It tends to come off. Of course, it's not doing it while I'm on camera. But when you're writing with it, I feel like my hand kind of pushes it a little. There you go. And it kind of loosens up and rattles. But there you go. That's just sort of the deal with the Karas pen. Or at least this particular one. But I do like it a lot. It's a great little pen. Hank. Always have a Hank in my pocket. Not because I blow my nose in it, because that's disgusting. And we're not in the 1950s. And who wants to carry a rag with their snot on it around all day? Not me. But there are plenty of other things to do with it. Clean your glasses. Use it as a backdrop. for your knife Instagram picture. But no, I've got kids cleaning off computer screens. They scrape their knee. I can put something on there, have them hold it while I go get a, Band-Aid or whatever. There's a lot to do with hanks. Put it over your mouth if you're all of a sudden in a smoky area like we are here and you don't have a mask on you. Anyways, just hanks are really handy. I like them. This is a fun one. I like I like tigers, so I got a tiger one. But yeah, so I got a hank in my pocket. But that also gives you a little sense of what I do with my hank. And then lastly, in my pocket are my keys. There you go. I always carry generally a flashlight on my keychain and usually some little version of a Swiss Army knife. This happens to be the Jet Setter with the little Phillips head screwdriver there. But I'm not generally going to be a person that carries, a big flashlight or even a pry bar around all the time, depending on what I'm doing. If I'm doing a lot of stuff in the yard or, I know I've got certain tasks to be doing or I'm going camping or something like that, I'll change the carry up based on that. But this is kind of the basics. And I chose a lot of these today because I knew I'd be kind of palling around the house, so I didn't want a heavy knife in my pocket or anything big. Something really handy for box opening and things like that. I know we're going to get packages, right? A light pen because I knew I would eventually have to go to the post office, and a pen is always good. A watch that helps me get through the day. It does its job and has some other functions on there that make it convenient. Hank, keys, etc. And a little light. Something falls under the desk or whatever. I've got something if I need it. So that's what I've got today in the pockets, the mild manner pockets. I hope you found this interesting or a little bit fun. Again, probably not going to do these all the time, but we'll kind of do them sporadically. And unless I hear and see feedback on the channel that you don't like these, in which case we won't do these anymore. But if you do, there you go. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you're all having a great day and be mild-mannered to one another. Stay safe out there. All the best.